Hello, welcome to this update for Africa. So let's see what's happening. We'll take a look at all of Africa, but starting in the south now because we have this cold front that's like almost approaching South Africa, and we have more rain, slightly heavier rain in a few spots, and also some snow possible in the next few days. So let's see what the different weather models have for this system. So here's the European model first. It shows like today's Friday, June 6th. It shows some rain in the Western Cape, spots of southwest South Africa, like starting late tonight or in the middle of the night into Saturday morning. This goes Saturday, some more showers in western South Africa, like especially near Cape Town and southwestern areas during Saturday. So shows more rain throughout Saturday. This shows Sunday a storm or two around Lesotho, but nothing crazy. But show like more rain southern Namibia, spots of western South Africa, and some snow starting in the high elevation Sunday. This goes, and then later this pattern starts shaping up because probably an extra tropical cyclone will try to form in the southern ocean near southeastern South Africa. So this is Sunday, shows a few storms near southeastern South Africa and some snow in the high elevations in the mountains. This goes potentially some cold air will intrude and cause more snow spots of central South Africa in the mountains and Lesotho. And you can see by Monday a lot of storms in the ocean just south of South Africa as this extratropical cyclone starts forming up. So Monday, this goes shows more snow in Lesotho possible, and then more storms in the ocean. So this will cause potentially some heavy rain or some flooding threat near the southern coast of South Africa. So Monday, this goes still shows snow in Lesotho Monday, central South Africa, and then this cyclone starts forming up. As you can see, this area of low pressure there by Monday night. This actually like Tuesday morning. So this goes with more snow on the north side of this in Lesotho, and then Tuesday this goes away into the ocean there. And the cold front might leave a shower too in Madagascar and some winds, and then it goes away. And after that, it looks quiet in South Africa, except on June 17th, the European has some more rain on the west. So we'll keep watching that. Now, the GFS model, it shows this cold front approaching southwest and South Africa by tonight and Saturday. This goes more rain there Sunday, a storm or two into southern Namibia, some rain as well. And then the GFS has some snow starting Monday in central South Africa and also in Lesotho, some snow Monday. And then it starts forming this actual tropical cyclone in the ocean there, and then show like the area of low pressure trying to form, and more snow in Lesotho throughout Monday, central South Africa in the high elevations, and also Lesotho Monday. This shows that this cyclone formed up in the ocean there by Tuesday, and more snow in Lesotho, maybe heavier between Monday and Tuesday during the night, and also during the morning Tuesday. Shows still some snow in Lesotho by Tuesday afternoon, and then this goes away there. Possibly some small areas of freezing rain as well. Those exclamation marks, some ice possible in the mountains. So this goes away, and yeah, in potential the 16th or 17th, a little bit more rain in some spots, southern South Africa. So there's the icon now, shows this front approaching Cape Town and spots of southwest and South Africa Saturday. Some more rain, a few storms near the coast, and then Sunday shows a thunderstorm or two in the middle, and some snow starting in the high elevations by Sunday, spots central to western South Africa in the mountains. Some storms in Lesotho by the icon, especially the southeastern coast of South Africa, more storms. Then this goes Monday, shows more mixed precipitation, some snow and wet snow spots of central South Africa. By Monday, this goes more storms in eastern South Africa, maybe in Eswatini too. Monday, and then as the cyclone forms, shows many storms in the ocean and some snow in Lesotho, South Africa, Monday, and then this goes away there. So please be aware those areas. Let's just see the school map of precipitation type. So it shows the rain in blue, and then starts showing some yellows and greens. Yellows like rain with snow, and green is wet snow in a few higher elevations. Shows by Monday some snow in some areas, more wet snow, and then this goes and even shows a spot or two of pink. That's freezing rain possible, a spot or two, and even some browns, like brown is some mixed ice as well. So this goes Monday, Tuesday, and goes away. So please be careful in those areas, especially the snow and everything. And as you might have guessed, these systems always come with strong wind. So already now shows strong gusts in the ocean near southwestern South Africa. This goes Friday there. A few spots in the mountains south of Lesotho Saturday morning. This goes shows Saturday afternoon a few spots central South Africa and also further east as well into Lesotho. So some stronger gusts. Saturday, Sunday still shows like spots of Lesotho, some stronger gusts Sunday afternoon, and more spots just south of Lesotho. This goes, and by Monday the winds might increase spots of East and South Africa as that cyclone starts to form, and in the ocean as well. So this goes shows potentially stronger gusts in Eswatini, a few spots in Lesotho, but by the middle of the night, it's like the middle of the night between Monday and Tuesday. But near East London and the coast, might be some very high gusts. The Europeans even to 101 km per gusts in East London during the night Tuesday. So please stay safe. You will be probably sleeping, but secure light things that can fly away, and be careful. The GFS doesn't have much in East London. It has further inland and further west. The icon has some strong gusts in inland and spots of the coast as well. This goes, but later the icon does increase further east in Durban and more spots, even to 123 km per gust on the icon. A few spots in East and South Africa as that cyclone goes. So please stay safe. There's the GFS Tuesday into Wednesday there. It does have spots of the coast, like a few spots, Port St. John's, Coffee Bay, and more areas to more than 100 km per gust Tuesday afternoon and evening. So please stay safe in those areas, those wind gusts. And the rain accumulation until next Thursday, the European does show West and South Africa some 42 millimeters, a few spots in southern Namibia, some rain as well, central South Africa, but then it shows like southeast and South Africa more than 150 millimeters, even to 156 in East London, more spots to 153, southeast and South Africa. So this might cause flooding there, along with those storms and everything. So stay safe in those areas. Shows more further north in Lesotho, some heavy rain in a few spots. Be aware of slippery roads because the rain, some flash flooding localized spots, so stay safe. There's the GFS, and also a similar picture does have to 155 in East London and more than 173 just south, and more spots there. So please stay safe. This might cause flooding most likely because most of the models are agreeing. Like the icon is more than 176 in this area, southeast and South Africa, 116 in East London. It has the worst further north, like Port St. John's, Coffee Bay, close to Durban as well, but Durban it doesn't have that much. So Lesotho, so please be careful in those areas with flooding too, and and if you encounter flooding, don't drive near it and stay safe. So please be careful. Might be heavier few spots southwest and South Africa depending on the location as well. So stay safe in those areas. Now the snow. So until next Wednesday, 5 days, the European model has spots of central South Africa to 34 centimeters, even to 37 centimeters of snow in the mountains, so 4 centimeters. 30 southern Lesotho shows more spots, even to like 38 centimeters central northern Lesotho. So be careful in those areas. Might be a little bit of disruptive snow in the mountains. So stay safe. A few other spots shows a centimeter or two, but be careful in those areas. But here, starting just until Sunday, next day in 17 hours doesn't show much. It shows a centimeter or two throughout Saturday and Sunday until Monday starts increasing more on Monday, and Monday to Tuesday is where when most of the snow will fall. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful. Now the GFS, it has also a lot central South Africa, those mountains to 24 centimeters, 16, 15, and the GFS in Lesotho is like to 40 centimeters, southern Lesotho, a few spots, so it also has a lot of snow in those areas. So stay safe, be careful the snow too. And there's the icon. The icon has more, some more in central South Africa, in the mountains, those central areas, and more throughout eastern South Africa, but it does have a lot just south of Lesotho, to 82 centimeters. I think this is too much. The icon might be exaggerating, but you never know. This can happen. So the icon has more than 70 centimeters southern Lesotho to South Africa. So if this happens, stay safe in those areas, especially if there's strong wind, because the combination of strong wind and snow can cause very low visibility and blizzards. So stay safe in the mountains and all of those areas. So be careful here. There's another model, the Canadian model. So the snow, it does show those areas of South Africa, a few spots show like those purples, close to 30 centimeters, a few central mountains there in South Africa. In Lesotho, it has around 10 to 20 centimeters in a few mountains, even to like 22. So the Canadian model that doesn't have too much, but it does have some snow too. So be careful in those areas. But this is just until Tuesday. Let's see what happens if I put until Wednesday. So until Wednesday, not much has changed, but it does have slightly more. So be careful that snow in those areas. Now rain, just rain total until Wednesday. So the Canadian model has like just off the coast to 100 millimeters, but it does have on the coast of southern South Africa to 50 to 70 millimeters of spotted to. So the Canadian doesn't show as much as the other models, but it does have heavy rain in a few in many spots as well. So be careful in those areas and stay safe too. So be careful. Now let's see for temperatures here what might happen after this comes and before as well. So already today, Friday, it already shows close to 1 degree in the mountains in Lesotho, in those areas, some 11 degrees, 10 degrees. So this goes during the night, does drop some more in Lesotho to 0 degrees, spots in the mountains, more in central South Africa too, colder, just 14 in Cape Town, and a few spots southern Africa, like central southern Africa, slightly lower to 10 degrees, 12 in a few spots. This goes during the day, does increase more Saturday afternoon to 28 degrees, spots near South Africa, even to 29, and especially in Angola, in those areas, 35 and more. But this goes does show Sunday morning still to 1 degree in Lesotho, more spots of West and South Africa as this comes. Sunday afternoon does show still warmer in Mozambique, especially Mozambique, but in Angola, Zambia too, much warmer. Not too much, but slightly warmer. And then this goes and this cold air starts coming in by Monday morning. So shows even to like -1 in Namibia. So this is unusually far north, but the Europeans like -1 in Namibia as well. And it has spots of South Africa to 0, -1 in Lesotho too. And then this goes Monday afternoon. It doesn't warm up too much because you can see there's this warm area here on top and this very cold pocket here. So this cold air is like dominating those areas. So this is Monday afternoon. Still shows to 0 degrees, a few spots in the mountains, and to the north of this much warmer. So as you can as you have guessed, Tuesday morning will be much colder. So this is June 10th, Tuesday morning, to -6 in Lesotho, -7. This is just the temperature. The feels like temperatures might be even colder, to like -8, -10 in the mountains. So shows a few spots south of Lesotho in South Africa, like 0 to -3, -2, -1. More spots west and South Africa, slightly colder. where there's ocean, it's like 12 to 17 degrees. It's not too cold because of the ocean, but those inland areas, very cold. It's still in Angola, not Angola, Namibia and Botswana. Botswana even to 3 degrees during the night a few spots. Namibia still 0 in some spots there. So be aware this goes, and the European does get even colder in Namibia later in the night. So be careful in those areas. And the cold air reaches as far north as Angola. So this goes Tuesday, does warm up slightly during the day, especially in Democratic Republic of the Congo, 35, northern Mozambique, those areas. But Wednesday morning, potentially very cold still. To like on the 11th shows some -1, 0 degrees, -2, some mountains, central South Africa. In Lesotho, it's already showing to like -11 degrees, -9, -10, so very cold in Lesotho Wednesday morning. So stay safe in those areas, central to eastern South Africa, cold as well, and Namibia, still those central spots in Namibia and to Botswana. So stay safe. Wednesday, this goes, does warm up during the day in a few spots to 10, 12 degrees, but still cold in Lesotho. Those other areas further north, still hot, especially the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Very hot spots of Angola, hot as well, and Madagascar is warm. So this goes Wednesday, Thursday morning. The show still very cold in Lesotho, even to like -8, -7. Central South Africa too. Later into the night and the morning shows even like 0 degrees. A few spots South Africa still. Namibia to 2 degrees. In Botswana, a few spots 2 degrees as well. So this goes still shows hot further north Central Africa by Thursday, June 12th in the afternoon, but still June 13th in the morning, still very cold in Lesotho, spots of South Africa, Namibia, but not as cold as before by June 13th. So this is Friday actually, Friday, June 13th. So this goes slightly warmer in the afternoon, and then by Saturday, June 14th, so this now is more than a week away, shows still cold in Lesotho in those areas, and then this keeps going, and we'll see what happens later. But please be careful that cold as well. Now for these temperatures in the GFS, so a different model, shows like slightly coldish already today into Saturday during the night, but does warm up Saturday afternoon like the European showed as well. So this goes Sunday morning, nothing too crazy, but right, some 5 degrees in spots. Sunday afternoon shows slightly warmer, but then Monday morning the GFS is also in Namibia, the spots to like 1 degree, but not as extreme as the European. The European was like -1 in Namibia. So Monday this goes that cold pocket, and Tuesday morning shows colder there in Lesotho and South Africa. The GFS is not as cold as the European, but it does show to -4 in Lesotho, some -2. A few spots of like central South Africa to 1 degree. Namibia shows like 1, even close to 0 degrees. A few spots in Namibia, Botswana. So Tuesday, this goes does get very hot in Central Africa, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Those areas kind of hot in Mozambique as well, but still cold in the south. And Wednesday morning, the GFS has the coldest day, to like in Lesotho to -6, even might be like -7, the highest peaks, shows some 1, -1, 0 degrees. Central Eastern South Africa, a few spots Central South Africa still. So stay safe. Wednesday afternoon does warm up some, especially further north, and few spots in Angola, western Madagascar. But then Thursday morning, still cold. The GFS, a few spots in Lesotho and South Africa, still coldish in Namibia, more spots southern Angola into South Africa. Then this goes 1 week from now, next Friday morning, still has cold in South Africa, more spots Saturday still. But yeah, stay safe in those areas. Be careful those temperatures. Does show the icon here. The icon is like very precise. It already shows Saturday morning a few spots of 0 degrees in the western mountains there. shows Saturdays slightly warmer southeast and South Africa, and then this comes Sunday morning. It shows in Angola, not Angola, Namibia, a few spots to 2 degrees. Sunday, this goes Monday morning. The icons like very extreme in Namibia. The icons to like -5 in Namibia. I trust this and I don't. So basically, I do trust this. This is possible, but I'm not so entirely sure that it will be -5 in Namibia. But this model is generally very good, so this is totally possible. So be careful Monday mornings, central Namibia in those areas, and also South Africa, spots in Lesotho. So this goal still shows Tuesday morning, most likely the coldest day. Tuesday, Wednesday, the aqua is widespread 0 degrees around central, northern South Africa into Botswana, more spots central South Africa, especially in Lesotho. The icons like to -6 in a few spots. And then the icon still has in Namibia to like -2, 0 degrees, and the icons even to like -6 in Namibia. So the icon is the same temperature in Lesotho and Namibia. This is kind of skeptical, but we're still watching this. But just be aware that this is possible. Like if the arc is very precise, it can correct to show these temperatures, but it might be exaggerating a little bit on the northern extent of this. Like Namibia, not might not be that cold, but this is possible. So be aware in Namibia, in those areas too. So this goes shows warmer Tuesday afternoon in Mozambique and hotter spots in Madagascar too. But Wednesday still shows like the icons still has in Namibia and South Africa like more than less than -4 degrees spots central South Africa. The icon still has to -6 in Namibia. So this is possible, but still I'm a little bit skeptical about that. So we will keep watching, but just be aware in Namibia too, Lesotho, those areas, and in all of those areas, be careful with frost as well in the mornings, like in the grasses, the crops, and everything. So some ice can form in the surfaces like frost. So be careful during the mornings as well. And then this goes Thursday. The icon still has widespread cold Thursday, a few spots, southern Africa. So Thursday, and then by next Friday, the 13th, the icon still has cold, many spots there. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful the cold and like the wind and the heavy rain, the possible flooding too. So stay safe in those areas. Now, let's just see by curiosity if they show the weather alerts here tomorrow later. No, they don't. But I can show the site if you want for South Africa. But they do have the weather alerts central northern Africa, so you can check that if you want. Tanzania, they have some wind alerts near the coast and large waves, so be aware of that there as well, especially like today and tomorrow there in Tanzania, even to Sunday. So be aware. Nigeria still some thunderstorm advisories. So be careful. Moving on to Central Africa, still the intertropical convergence zone and those heavy rains. This goes. It's not too crazy right now, but you know those storms can always get a little bit heavy. So that shows still like northern half of Democratic Republic of the Congo, Central African Republic, more into Cameroon, Gabon, spots of Equatorial Guinea, into Nigeria, southern Chad. A lot of storms still in those areas, like in the afternoon, especially, and almost every day in some of those areas because of the intertropical convergence zone. Still shows in Ethiopia a few storms, Kenya. So this goes Sunday there, and it shows like especially like Tanzania, finger two near the coast, but Kenya like the southern half of Kenya most likely. And then Sunday, Monday, this goes still Central Africa, and I can just keep going here. This never ends. Those rains will like keep going in the intertropical convergence zone. But a few days like might affect into southern Mauritania, Mali, a few storms southern Mali as well, and then Nigeria, be careful some flooding during the strongest storms because I saw some flooding recently there. So be careful in those areas. And the European still has even like to 77 centimeters in Tanzania. So be aware there as well. Some storms still, spots of Uganda, southern and eastern Kenya, and more spots Central African Republic, Guinea, Sierra Leone, those showers and storms. A few spots southern Mali as well, Burkina Faso, and especially I think the heaviest part might be around Cameroon into Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, a few storms in São Tomé as well. So be careful, northern half Democratic Republic of Congo, and still shows in Madagascar some heavy rain, a few spots on the east coast. So still be aware, a few spots in Madagascar, and then this goes and like the long range next 12 days does show the heavy rains continue like Central Africa into Western Africa, especially Central to Western Africa next 12 days. And next 12 days is also showing a lot in Madagascar, so there's still some lingering moisture there, be aware. But 12 days is a lot and you shouldn't worry about that too much. Just be careful day to day with the showers and storms and stay safe. Ethiopian highlands, especially western Ethiopia, a few spots there in South Sudan as well. So stay safe. Mauritius and Reunion, still some sneaky showers. A thunderstorm or two, but still some sneaky showers, a few spots. So still be aware there, a thing or two, especially in the Seychelles. Slightly more activity in the Seychelles Seabreeze village. So be careful in those areas. And let's the GFS. The GFS is similar thing in Tanzania, Madagascar, and spots in Cameroon, most of Nigeria heavier, and into even into Senegal, Guinea, and those spots there. So be careful. The icon has near the coast in Cameroon, Nigeria, slightly more, even to 100 near the coast in the ocean. It has a lot in Guinea, spots of Sierra Leone, central Nigeria. So be careful. The icon has a lot in a few spots in Ethiopia too. The icon. So be careful in those areas, those storms, and also in those storms, be careful with lightning and like strong winds and everything. You can see the radar now, like the satellite shows some strong downpours, a few spots. Be careful with lightning and heavy rain and everything. So stay safe in those areas. Now northern Africa, we enter the heat wave territory. So still shows like today Friday. It's already almost nighttime, but the show in Algeria even to 42 degrees still. Morocco, a few spots central Morocco, and in Sudan still more than 38. Mauritania to 41, and slightly colder in the highlands, of course, because it's high. But this goes during the night, shows most of the southern half of Africa slightly colder, and in the highlands as well. And even still Morocco, like northern Morocco, is 19, 17 degrees. So this goes Saturday afternoon, shows in Algeria to 43 degrees, alright? Central Algeria, Mauritania to 42, Sudan to 43, and even Niger, right, to 42, Mali. So stay safe in those areas. Still be careful from the extreme heat and everything. Northernmost Ethiopia, even to 44 in a few lower elevations there. Djibouti as well. So be careful. There's some scared valleys in Morocco near the mountains to 41 degrees. Spots of Morocco too. So stay safe in those areas. Saturday does lower down during the night, but still hot in a few spots. And you know it's dangerous if it stays hot during the night. So be careful, but slightly less in Morocco, so slightly less. And then this goes Sunday. Sunday things heat up a little bit more. So already shows in Algeria to 44 degrees. Spot Sunday, even to 45 northern Mali, to Mauritania, more than 43 as well. Spots in Sudan already to 44, 43 spots in Ethiopia. So stay safe in those areas. To Tunisia, close to 4 in Tunisia, Morocco, even to 43 in Morocco, 44 in Morocco, those valleys. So please stay safe in those areas. Be careful of the heat and everything. And here show like Sunday during the night less, but Monday shows still in Mali to like 46 degrees in Mali, Mauritania, most of southern Algeria more than 44 degrees, 45. So stay safe in those areas, stay cool, drink a lot of water, be careful. Monday, Tuesday still show spots of Mauritania to like some 47 degrees in Mauritania. This is possible, but not guaranteed. It might not be this hot, but it's totally possible. The GFS is to 47 as well. The icon is also to 47. So please be careful. 47 degrees is no joke. So please stay safe. There's some 45 degrees, 46 northern Mali, in Algeria too. So Tuesday, Wednesday still shows there in Algeria to 46, northern Mali to 47, more spots in Mali, Mauritania to 44, Morocco. So please stay safe. A small sector in northern Algeria and in Sudan. Don't forget Ethiopia too, and more spots. So please stay safe Wednesday, Thursday, and the heat might be better a few days in a few spots, like maybe next Friday you'll be better in Sudan, but still very hot in Mali, like 46. So there might be a few worse days and a few better days, but the heat generally continues because this season is just very hot. So please stay safe those areas and be careful. In terms of rain for Northern Africa, barely any. Just like a small shower too in Algeria. Morocco shows a small, like maybe a tiny thunderstorm in the afternoon, but or a small shower. So this goes 12 days, like this like 13 days out. Barely shows anything, just a thing or two northern Morocco and Algeria, 13 days out. But yeah, be aware. Just like southern Sudan, a thing or two, South Sudan, southern Mali, some as well to Senegal, a little bit of rain too, those storms. But yeah, be aware. The GFS does have a few showers in Algeria, in Morocco too, but the icon very little. So stay safe in those areas. And the European does show a few lightning emojis, a storm or two possible in a few spots, northern Algeria, Morocco, even through Libya. But you never know. So please be careful in those areas. This is the Canadian model. And interestingly enough, the Canadian model has also to like -3 in Namibia. So the icon's not the only outlier and the European. So the Canadians also to -3 in Namibia. So prepare for some very cold nights there. Be careful. Now for rain again. So like the total precipitation until like next Thursday, 1 week. So it does show the Canadian to more than 100 millimeters in Guinea. It does have even to close to 100 in Ghana, more than 100 a few specific spots of Cameroon, Nigeria, and more spots there for Central Africa. So the Canadian does show a lot in a few spots. So be careful those storms and flooding, those tropical downpours. So stay safe. Now wind for northern East Africa, Central Africa too. So that show northern Madagascar and Somalia, some higher gusts from time to time, and in the Indian Ocean. Be careful some like small craft warnings, a finger or two in those Port Maturin and a few islands there, because those sudden winds. But this cold front from South Africa might leave slightly more wind the Mozambique Channel the end of next week, but still some higher gusts in Somalia. That's shown this is 1 week from now. Next Friday, the European does show stronger gusts in Niger, a few spots in Morocco. So, like on the 14th, the European does have more wind in Morocco and a few spots periodically in Algeria, Mali, and those spots in the desert that just get some bursts of strong wind out of nowhere. So, be aware, but the show Saturday like a few spots in Libya, slightly gustier. Sunday like a few spots northern Algeria, in the central Morocco possibly. Monday, so it's very hard to predict because this changes so much, but you can have those specific areas, some stronger gusts. The GFS does have in the Mauritania coast Monday, some more wind and throughout next week. So be careful in those areas and stay safe. Be careful. Now, just one last thing. These waves might be big South Africa, especially as the cyclone forms. out in the ocean shows all the way to like 9 meter waves, but on the coast even to 5 meters or six. So be careful these waves in South Africa, maybe to Madagascar later, and more spots even as this comes into West and South Africa. So stay safe in those areas. Be careful.